it's a wonderful Monday. You're welcome to Let's Talk Showbiz here on the Joy News channel. Most importantly, I hope you had a great weekend. I did. It was a bit tiring, but I'm here. The Monday it has started. In fact, the week has started, so we've all started on a good one. Well, today I'll bring you some updates on some activities to expect this festive season. I'm talking about Christmas, beyond the return. I'll bring you updates on that. Plus, Chatawali Medical still in the news. Some entertainment pundits have been saying a few things about Chatawali, those who are not happy, and they've moved from his camp. And then, well, the need for support in the music industry or the entertainment industry in general. My name is Doreen Avi and the show is Let's Talk Showbiz. This is Let's Talk Showbiz if you're just joining me, and we have just a few days to the end of October. Some are waiting payday, but we have just a month to December, and you know how it is. Christmas time in Ghana, it's all fun. We had the year of return, and now we have beyond the return, and it looks like there are some activities that have been outlined for Christmas by the Ghana Tourism Authority. Of course, the Minister of Tourism and Arts and Culture, they were all there, and it looks like we have a way of having fun in Christmas. But my colleague IB was there. He brought us highlights and, of course, what the Minister and the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority have been saying about how COVID will be managed during this festive season.
Protocols that govern it. So a lot of event organizers have contacted the Secretariat, have sought to get their events endorsed. Over the period, we've worked with some of them to put in place protocols that have eventually been approved by His Excellency the President. We have been working through the National COVID-19 Task Force and the Presidential Advisor on Health, Dr. Nsia Asari, to put in place these protocols, which has been discussed with some of the key event organizers to ensure that the protocols are not just put in place, but they are protocols that can be adhered to. And so I'll go through them quickly and announce some of the events. Our plan is that by November 1, we will have the full calendar out. The reason why we are not doing the full calendar today is because some of these event organizers have as yet to apply formally to be admitted onto the calendar of events for December in GH. And now that the protocols have been signed off, we are putting it out so that those who are yet to engage to have their events on the calendar will be put on. People that have already been passed out or passed off already based on the protocols. We have Afrochella. I don't know whether Kenny is here. Afrochella is one event that a lot of people have been sending us questions on, whether Afrochella is going to happen. So the answer is yes, Afrochella is happening. It's on the 28th of December this year, and already we've engaged with the organizers, and we are hopeful that after today's announcement, they will go ahead and make their formal announcement and ensure that they are able to draw in the numbers. We also have the Polo Beach Club, Rhythms on the Runway, which we've also engaged on already. The Guba Awards that is happening in a few weeks is also part of that. The Taste of Ghana, Kwanzaa in Ghana, the Diaspora Transition and Diaspora Conference, and a few others that we hope to add to the table. We also engage with the organizers of the Takoradi festivals in Takoradi, and then also some other events commemorating the 100th centenary celebration of Nana Yaa Asantewaa. And so these are some of the things that we are anticipating, and like I indicated, by November 1, the full list and the full calendar will be placed on the various websites, www.beyondthereturngh.com.
As at now, we've achieved about 70% of our target for this year. Tourism has rebounded. Last year was very appalling because of COVID. but we are going to double our figures that we had for 2020 in 2021. Ghana is getting more tourist arrivals than any other country in West Africa as of today. And we think it's a policy that the government has put in place. When the COVID came, the president took drastic measures. Closure, as we all know, there were a lot of closures and a lot of restrictions put in place. And Ghana is getting more vaccinations than most countries in West Africa. By December, God willing, we'll have vaccinated close to 20 million people in this country, out of 31 million people. That will be a significant figure. And also, as you all know, the president did a lot of things, including even support to the vulnerable during the COVID-19 period.
We are hopeful that by the end of the year, the minister had given us a target of 1 million by June 2022. And so we are hoping that if we can get to around the 500,000 by December, which we are very hopeful we can, then our target of 1 million by 2022 will be there. We've also seen growth in numbers from Nigeria, which is a good thing. And so we are hopeful that once the land borders also get open, these are all people coming in by flight. Nigeria is still number 2. So the numbers are looking good. Like Minister said, latest reports that are coming in show that Ghana's sector is gradually rebounding. And the Statistical Service recently said that the hospitality and tourism sector is one of the fastest rebounding.
Yeah, the sector is growing by 47%, one of the key sectors of growth. Yeah, and they expect that to grow 47%, tourism in Ghana, bigger than most sectors. 47% in a year is good.
Right, so those were highlights, and I believe that we are all ready. Christmas is just around the corner. We are all preparing. We are looking forward to a good one this December, and of course, not just from Ghana, but people who are going to come into Ghana. Now, away from that, over the weekend, lots of entertainment shows were, discussing Chatawali and Medical, and that's because they are in remand, and we are all looking forward to their release sometime maybe this week or next week. And well, on Joy FM, Uncle Ken was on it. Rocky Dawuni, award-winning musician, reggae musician, was also on it. And well, they have been sharing their thoughts on the Chatawali and Medical issues. But Rocky also took time to, call for support from media and of course the entire industry. But let's hear from them what they had to say about Chatawali and Medical.
I liked Shatta for his, intellect, his gift of making hits at that particular time until he started misbehaving. So I resigned from the board of the Shatta movement. Alongside Shatta at the time, I was a hardcore SAG fan.
Right.
Mama B will tell you, from those days. I was a hardcore SAG fan as well. And so I felt a bit upset at what happened to Nyama this week. But I see it as something that Nyama brought on himself. Shatta goes out of the way to do certain things that, a lot of people know are not right. But the hardcore fans follow him everywhere, ginger him up.
They refuse to see the wrong.
They refuse to see the wrong in what he does. And that I want to know why certain musicians cannot read between the lines. Because what has happened is something that I just couldn't believe.
And when we look at this psychologically, is it that he finds himself in a space where it carries a certain level of aggression? I'd like to hear it from you.
I just think generally that it is kind of an indictment on all of us. It's really an indictment on all of us in the age of social media, whereby we have come to the point of, first of all, we all get collectively obsessed by certain things, and then those things are also amplified by the blogosphere. And the blogosphere, they amplify it based upon the ability to be able to get clicks and the ability to be able to monetize the news. So it has come to a point where negativity, which is the most virulent form of news, has risen to the top. You know, and the culpability is not only in terms of the people who perpetrate it, but also it's becoming systemic. You know, where one thing starts from somewhere, others take it, others assume they know what is going on before even the facts of the matter, and then by the time you see, it's a big, huge mess. You know, and I think that it's also both some artists and musicians, and also people with that type of social pedestal that, you know, your words are important, your actions are important, whatever you do has impact. So even something that might seem just an expression of yourself put on social media and then violently dispersed can, in the real world, cause real problems. Mm-hmm. But many people are removed from the impact of their actions, because it's a medium that everybody, once they see that it's trending and that kind of stuff, everybody joins on it.
Okay, so he decides that the best way to attack the prophecy is to do what he did. But you cannot break the law to make a case, even if somebody has broken the law. And I'm happy that the laws are, what I have been very happy about amidst all this is the fact that I have enjoyed the intellectual discourse that lawyers and certain people are putting across. Put aside the chaff, you know, the emotional, you know, tabulations that people are expressing. Put those aside. I enjoy the intellectual discourse and what I can garner from that to see where we stand as a nation. And I'm happy to see that there are laws. You see, we've always been crying out that there are laws in this country, but we never work with the laws. And this time, the laws are being made to work. Let's see it through. I just hope we see it through, because there's been too many instances in this country where we've all come out in shouting, hey, 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 this person has done that, this person has done that. They're taken to court, first appearance, second appearance, and that's it. Yeah. We never hear anything again. I mean, there are countless cases that have never seen the end that I can recount. So I just hope that this time this goes all the way.
Right, so those were comments from Uncle Ken Adi and, of course, Rocky Dawuni. It's rather unfortunate, but we are hoping that they will be released soon after they appear in court. And just so you know, Ikuapin Polo is also supposed to be in court today. And then Pastor Jesus Ahwonfe he's now also out. He's been granted bail. So as and when we get more updates on all of this, we'll bring it right here on the show for you. My name is Doreen Avi, and this has been Let's Talk Showbiz. Remember to log on to myjoyonline.com, the entertainment page, for more of our stories, and also go on the Joy Entertainment page on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Get all the update there as well. On Twitter and Facebook is Doreen Avi, and on Instagram is Doreen_Avi. A very big thank you to you, Christopher Beverly, and of course Nicholas. We are back here same time here on the Joy News channel. Have a great evening.